Hey, what's up everybody? It's Paul and I'm coming at you with my late night, raw, uncut, unedited review of The Dark Knight. It's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been home now for about 30 minutes, kind of putting together my thoughts. And I want to give you my review, so in case you're wondering whether this movie really does live up to all the hype or not. It does in fact live up to I can't speak at 4 o'clock in the morning. It does live up to all the hype. Everything that you've been hearing about this movie, it's all true. Heath Ledger's performance is amazing, the action is amazing, the special effects are amazing, the score is amazing, everything about the movie is nearly perfect. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go on a limb and say that it's almost a masterpiece. Now I know a lot of other critics are saying that it is a masterpiece. I think it falls just a notch short of being a masterpiece. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. But, real quick, to pick up where the last movie ended, Batman as the vigilante of the city has been doing really well at making the criminals run scared. They're afraid to go out at night anymore. They don't want to do their operations in the dark. They have to meet in broad daylight. As a point of contrast in the storyline, the new DA, Harvey Dent, played by Aaron Eckhart from Thank You for Smoking, has also brought some order to the city, and he's also got the criminals running scared because he has brought order to the city by the rule of law. So there's this contrast in the story. There's these two heroes, but they arrive at the same point through different methods. So we have Harvey Dent, DA, Batman Bruce Wayne, Vigilante, and along comes the Joker, the villain without boundaries. Now I just want to say really quick, because I can spend a lot of time talking about it, that if you have any reason to go see Batman The Dark Knight, go see it, because Heath Ledger gives an absolutely fearless, masterful, balls to the wall performance as a Joker in this movie. The take on the Joker in this movie is that he has absolutely no boundaries whatsoever, and Heath Ledger delivers the goods. The Joker he portrays in this movie is going to go down in history as one of the best villains ever in movie history. One of the most memorable villains ever in movie history. 15, 20 years down the road, when they're showing movie clips of classic scenes in movies, there's a couple that they can pick out of this movie, and they're all of Heath Ledger. It is on his performance, and his performance alone, that I really think lies the strength of this movie. So, there's a story, there's a circle between these three characters and Commissioner Gordon, played by Gary Oldman, as well, 4 characters. And this movie really does a really good job of really exploring these themes of good versus evil and how to fight evil, whether you use an immoral vigilante way to do it or you follow the rule of law to do it. And then you have this character with no boundaries, and it really explores these themes very well. There's this impending sense of tension throughout the whole movie that was just absolutely brilliant. Director Christopher Nolan, whoever did the score, and I can't stop this video right now and go look it up, but whoever did the score, there's this noise that they bring in to each sequence where something bad is going to happen, or there's this impending danger in the movie, and it's kind of like this siren that gradually escalates and level. It kind of reminded me of that little piano melody in Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, which drove me nuts, and every time I would see it, I would feel paralyzed. And it's the same thing in this movie. There's this sense of impending doom right around the corner for the whole movie. Okay, so really quickly here, I don't want to spend too much time. The movie's great, the action is great for the first hour and 40 minutes. Where I really think that the movie began to unhinge a little bit is with the plot line of Harvey Dent, because as everyone knows, or as everyone knows that follows the comics, or even bothered to read the comics when they were younger, Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face. And I hope I'm getting this right, I'm really tired. And he becomes Two-Face, and they include that plot in the story as well. So we have this really strong story between Harvey Dent, Batman, and the Joker, and they kind of let go of that storyline about an hour and 40 minutes into the movie, and then they add like 2 or 3 more other plot lines all at the same time. So what I didn't like about The Dark Knight was the ending. I didn't care for the last 30 or 40 so minutes, because there's this Joker thing, then there's the Harvey Dent Two-Face thing, and then there's like this big face-off that's happening in this big high-rise, and it's kind of really unclear what's going on. And I just think it lacked the precision and the dedication to keeping that tension and the suspense and the story focused that the first hour and 40 minutes brought to the film. So I'm going to say that The Dark Knight is a masterpiece for the first hour and 40 minutes. And it's just a really good movie, typical of summer action comic book movies for the last hour or say 40 minutes. Other than that, I have no complaints. I would say see it if you like the first one. I really hope that Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale, and all the characters involved can come back and do a third one. I don't see how it can top this one because Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is that good. But it will be nice for them to come back and finish the series out. I really liked it. It's definitely the best movie of the summer so far. Iron Man, sorry, loved it, but it doesn't compare to this, and it definitely lives up to all the hype. So, go see it, come back, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. I haven't done a movie review since Cloverfield, but I intend to kind of pick them back up again. Tell me what you thought. Tell me whether you agree with me. I think a lot of critics are saying that this movie is like the best comic book hero movie ever. I said that about the first Batman that Nolan did, Batman Begins, a couple years back, and you know, I would say this one probably supersedes that. I think maybe the first one was a little bit more tightly put together with the way that it ended. So I'm going to still stick with that statement. This one's good, and it's really amazing and awesome and great as a movie. And Heath Ledger's performance is spectacular, but as a movie, I would not say that it's a masterpiece. There were some things that just didn't seem to click for me throughout the movie. But I was being very analytical as I was watching. I was asking questions because I knew I was going to do this review later. Anyways, whatever. Don't listen to me. Go see the movie. You'll love it. If you like the first one, if you like comic book movies, if you just like damn good crime drama, you'll like this movie. And it is actually one of the best crime caper movies ever. The way the plot revolves around these characters. It's right up there with, like, I would say, like Michael Mann's Heat and some of the other really great crime movies that are out there. So it's really late and I'm really tired and I just want to get this review online, and I hope I haven't gone over my YouTube 10-minute limit here. So I will see you for the next movie, Dark Knight. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 because I just didn't care for the ending. Go see it. You'll love it. Heath Ledger, sorry you had to pass from us, but you really did an amazing job with this movie. Peace out.